And we are recording. First of all, thanks to everyone who is watching this part of the Ravenhawk campaign. Now, before we begin, Grandma, do you have any idea about what you're going to find in this Blinsky toy store?
I'm thinking the children are being replaced by the dolls. But that's just what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's a very interesting thought. Now, a big bad. Do you
Sir,
think the Morning Lord will be able to guide you towards someplace interesting in this town of Balaki?
I hope so. I'm going to talk to him very soon, I believe.
And Marcus, what do you plan to do if you suddenly run into Strahd?
Try to make myself look very small and tiny so that he doesn't approach me, as he sounds very powerful. If Mordenkainen couldn't take care of him, we're just like a pinky of strength of Mordenkainen. So, yeah, I'm gonna be very scared. Yeah. I'm gonna try to talk my way out of it.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes, anything could happen.
Yep.
So now it begins. You are all standing in front of the Blinsky toy store, and you are being very rudely interrogated by this bald man, very muscular. He's carrying an axe, and one of his arms is mutated, his left arm. And just about he's about to continue interrogating you, a somewhat obese man dressed in a jester's suit arrives. He looks at Isaac, he looks at you, and says, "Oh, Isaac, yes, you. These are my guests. They came to purchase some toys from me." And this man that you now identify as Isaac looks at him and says, "Blinsky, just make sure you stay out of trouble." And he starts walking away. This obese man approaches you and says, "Please let me unlock the door. We can talk inside of my shop. Yes?"
Yes.
Of course.
And he starts fiddling around with his keys. He looks very like a very nervous individual.
Is everything
He
okay,
opens-
Blinsky?
Don't be nervous.
Yes, I just had a talk with the burgomaster. Let's go inside. And then he opens the door and motions you to step in.
I'll step in.
I'll follow.
Following?
Once we're all in, Blinsky was that gentleman who was talking to you, the burgomaster?
No, he's his guard, Isaac. He's a bit troubled, but he's a nice gentleman. If you stay out of his way, yes.
Is that? I don't know if that's a definition of a nice gentleman. If he's nice, if you stay out of his way.
What happened to his arm? Did someone cut it off? He doesn't seem very nice.
Well, rumor has it that he actually lost his arm when he was very little, and then from one day to the other, this arm suddenly came out of nowhere. They say that he shoots balls of fire from that arm.
Interesting. Wonder what you can shoot out of his bald head.
Oh, in these times, I wouldn't surprise me if he had some other power related to his head. So, as I was saying, and you suddenly notice that the entire store is filled with dolls, all sorts of toys. Some of them look slightly disturbing. Moo recognizes some technological gadgets and devices among the toys. A carousel, a wind-up doll. They are perhaps technology from the barrier peaks, just perhaps. And he continues. So I was speaking with the burgomaster, Vargas Valakovich, and he is saying that perhaps there are evil cultists in this town.
I think there's evil cultists. all in this country.
Yes, but I never heard of them gathering here. But all will be well. All will be well.
Interesting. I'm gonna investigate this shop a bit.
So I'm
What
checking out
what
the
are your
toys.
names?
My name is Jace.
Jace, a pleasure to meet you. And you, sir? He looks at Marcus.
I'm Marcus.
A pleasure. I thought it was a costume, but you're actually a minotaur.
Mm.
I'm fiddling with things in this shop. Interesting stuff you have here.
I'm
Oh,
investigating the clockwork toys.
Oh, the Minotaur Moo. Oh, yes. Those toys are specially made. I follow the teachings of a legendary inventor. They say that in Castle Ravenloft, there is an automaton, a machine that was made with technology from far off planes of existence.
Mm,
Interesting.
interesting.
Well,
If you
we're
were to
just looking.
find
Yes,
Yes?
go ahead. I'm sorry. No.
If
go
you were
ahead.
to find this machine, please, if you could bring it here, I would be most grateful.
How grateful.
Well, I am not very rich, but perhaps I could reward you with some toys or any information that I happen to hear.
Because it seems like the going rate in this town is about 5 times the average. So
Suddenly,
Tell me.
Ismark and Irina make their way into the shop. They had stepped up back a bit when you were being interrogated. And they step inside with just two of the children. And Ismark says, I fear that Arabella has gone missing. And
Where
she
is she?
left us this note. He pulls out a piece of paper and it says, let me read that for you. It reads, come meet me at the village southwest of Valaki. It is not too far from here.
Is that the village where they do not like our kind?
Yes, as I understand it, it is a village of the Vistani people. Now, I was just talking to a fellow that was passing by, and it appears that the Vistani are not welcome here. And those people, based on my common knowledge of the area, I believe that it is the village or perhaps the camp of the Vistani that are most loyal to Strahd. Remember
Yes.
what we found out?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know of a woman named Mary?
Ah, Blinsky turns around and says,
Yes.
yes, Mary. Some people used to call her mad. Well, she's not exactly right there, if you know what I mean. But she used to come here with her lovely daughter. Mary seems to have some sort of horrible attitude against her daughter. She was so controlling. She was constantly bullying her, it seemed to me. I felt so bad for the child. I actually gave her one of my dolls.
Interesting. I wonder why she would bully her own daughter.
I do not know.
This place does not like children.
Did you meet up with Mary and her daughter, Gertruda?
We met up with Mary. She's definitely a bit mad still.
What about her daughter?
she said she's gone missing.
Yes.
No.
She weeps for her, but from what you said, maybe she has something to do with it. Is that what might be the cause of her madness?
You might be right on the mark, Marcus.
I am not entirely sure. Perhaps I did hear the small girl, Gertruda, talking about how she loved the look of Castle Ravenloft. She always wanted to go there, to that place of evil. I hope she did not go there.
I hope not either. I wonder if do you have any more information about this cult that is in town? This is very alarming.
Well, the burgomaster is suspicious about a woman that lives in the north side of this town of Balaki. She is Lady Vactor, Fiona Vactor.
Is this a wealthy woman?
I do not know much about her, but they say that she is in league with Strahd.
Interesting. Thank you for this knowledge.
So, children, did you want a toy?
Suddenly, the traumatized children start to nod.
Some toys for the children, please, Mr. Blinsky.
Whatever you'd like.
I have just the thing. And he brings what seems to be a stuffed doll of Strahd and another one of a werewolf. Here, little children.
Hey,
They are on me. They are my gift to you. And the children take the toys, but they have eyes of they cannot believe their eyes of what they are looking at.
uh,
They're traumatized.
I don't know if this is what they were looking for. They're very particular. Perhaps there's some other toys that they made. Can they
Tiny
choose,
kid.
please?
Stuffed kittens?
Oh, and I worked so hard on this Strahd doll. Look, it has a little name hanging from a medallion. But okay. And
I mean, it's lovely, but I think the
It's
children
lovely.
just prefer something else.
he
Great
puts them back
craftsmanship.
and brings a teddy bear and a little girl doll.
Much better.
There you go. And the children look happier.
That's all that matters.
They've had a rough day.
Indeed.
So, as I understand it, you are newcomers here.
Yes.
Is this your first
Yes, we
time in our
are.
town?
It is.
Yes. There any great sights to
Iskmar
see
suddenly
here?
interrupts. Well, I was here once, but I'm not very familiar with the town, to be honest. And Blinsky continues. Well, you might want to take a look at the Grand Plaza just across the street. You can see the proclamations of the next festival. We always have grand festivals here.
Righty. Thank you for that information. Thank you.
Could be fun.
It's my pleasure.
You've been most helpful.
I am going to be taking a look. I'll take a look at some things at the back. If you need anything, just let me know.
Of course.
All right.
And he
Thank
steps
you.
back at the counter.
What do you guys think we should do?
Iskmar suddenly looks at the three of you very seriously, and he says, did you notice that man, Isaac, he was constantly looking at Irina?
Do you think he could be a spy?
That's what I am suspecting. What if he is a spy, ready to tell Strahd about Irina's location?
Maybe we should leave this town a bit faster than I thought.
And suddenly, Blinsky steps from behind the counter and says, now I recognize you, young lady, pointing at Irina. Take a look at this doll. It looks exactly like you. And Irina is flabbergasted, amazed. But why? Why would someone make a doll in my likeness? That Isaac man, he has been requesting dolls using this sketch of his. And he shows a sketch of Irina. It is almost exactly like her. I have made a total of perhaps 15 dolls. Dolls in different dresses and styles, but they all look exactly like you, if I am not mistaken.
Where did this sketch come
Rita,
from?
I could-
He said from Isaac, but what is he commissioning these dolls, or he insists on you making these, or is he coming back to buy these dolls?
He says that if I want to be protected by the guard, I need to deliver one of these dolls every few weeks.
Where do you deliver it? Is it perhaps to the castle?
He comes and picks them up personally. Then he heads back to the Burgomaster's mansion here.
What is he doing with these dolls?
What's the name of the burgomaster here?
Vargas Valakovich. He is a great man. He is a bit harsh. Some people are not happy like him. All will be well. We must trust his words. If we make this place a cheerful place, Strahd will not be able to approach.
Strahd not enjoy joy? Is that a repellent?
Perhaps I once saw a gentleman that some people said was Strahd approaching from the west side. Everyone started to step away from him, even the members of the guard. But as soon as he approached the temple of the Morning Lord, he had to go back. He turned into mist and went away.
Interesting. Maybe we should head there next.
I am
How
certain.
much?
Excuse me. I am certain that it is because of the festivals carried out by the Burgomaster that this town is protected.
What happens at your festivals?
It depends. In the previous festivals, well, there was almost always an element of killing. The Burgomaster commissioned every wolf hunter in the land to give hunt to the wolves that Strahd commands. We killed a lot of them, and we put their heads in a pike, and we had the children and the women and everyone dancing around with the pikes, with the wolves' heads, and I think that protected us.
Sounds like it would do it.
Yeah, that sounds like your regular festival I always attend.
However, most of the wolf hunters were murdered after that. I guess that they went outside of the village and maybe Strahd killed them.
Maybe Strahd needs these wolves for his army.
Yes, I am certain. Two of the wolf hunters still survive. They stay at the inn, just a bit west. It's near the center of this town.
Okay.
We'll have to make a stop there.
Right.
Do you know if this inn has a name?
Yes. It is run by this very nice gentleman. It is the Blue Water Inn, the only inn in town. Urwin Martikov runs the inn. He is a very, very nice man.
I'm sorry, what was his name?
Urwin Martikov.
Irwin. Okay.
Yes.
What are you guys thinking?
I think we should talk to these two hunters.
Talk to the
Yeah.
hunters first?
I think
The
so.
hunters.
Okay.
I think. And what is that? Blinsky, when is this festival going to take place? Did you say tomorrow, or maybe I misheard you? Maybe I'm making that up.
I am not exactly sure. Sometimes the Baron just initiates the festival, but I am certain that it will happen later today.
Oh,
It is the Festival of the Blazing Zone.
Interesting. Sounds like a good time. Blazing
Most
sun. There's something as good as that.
Well, Mr. Crew, let's
I think we should head out
yeah, I think so. Thank you
when the
so much
festival
for your
starts.
help.
Yes,
Thank you.
please.
Get ready for the festival.
I will try to witness the festival and try not to be too pessimistic. People do not fare well when they are too depressed or sad or angry.
Oh no, we're very happy.
Yes, all will be well. All will
All
be
All
will be
will
well.
All
be
well.
will be
Yes.
well.
And he steps back behind the counter.
All right.
turn around and exit the
I
shop.
exit the shop.
As soon as you are outside, you see that across the street, effectively, there is the plaza. The plaza has a large statue of a man facing the west. And just behind the statue, you see a series of structures or stocks that have several people imprisoned. They are bound to these structures by their feet, and they are wearing donkey heads, what seem to be plaster donkey heads. And there is some sort of paper notice or proclamation posted on the base of the statue.
What's going on over there, Moo? We
Ooh,
should check that out real quick.
go check it out. Go read the proclamations.
As you approach the place, you can't help but notice that all of the people that have been imprisoned by their feet in these wooden structures, they look terrible, wet, famished. Some of them are coughing. Some of them have even uh, peed themselves. Some others far worse. It smells really bad in this plaza. And the notice says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well. The Baron."
I don't know if these
What's going
people.
on here, you
I
guys?
don't, I don't know if these people bound by their feet would agree to all would be well. Are these sacrifice? I lean
see it.
over to Moo and Jace. Could these potentially be sacrifices for Strahd? Is that how they keep him at bay?
I poke some of them on the head to see if
Absolutely.
any of them are conscious.
One barely moves and says, "Water, food, please." And suddenly you're rudely interrupted. Isaac once again approaches. "Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt the prisoner's punishment."
I would never dream of such a thing. These are great sacrifices.
They are being punished for their crimes of speaking against the festivals and our joyful town.
Why would they do that? I would be great.
Exactly, criminals. What did they say about this festival that was so terrible? Though I can't believe they did say it.
They were saying that we should be more realistic about the situation, don't they? Don't they realize that it is the joy that keeps Strahd away from us? And you can see the mutated head arm, the left arm of Isaac, starts to glow like with embers.
Those fools. And squeeze a little water. Just gonna
Yes.
squeeze it at the guy. Let's get him. Let's splash him with water.
You will fit very well in this town. And he starts to wander away.
That's all I can do for you, buddy. Sorry.
Barely conscious, he can barely keep straight.
The water's getting back.
That's
I
very
don't-
unfortunate.
This is a very unfortunate place. Maybe we heard to the end. Maybe we can figure this out before who knows what.
Yes, at the end.
Suddenly, Jace and Marcus feel some sort of strange pull. In the case of Jace, he seems to be pulled towards the north, but also to the west, where the Morning Lord's temple lies. And in the case of Marcus, he feels some strange demonic energy coming from the north of town. And he hears the whisper, "Looks like I have a rival here."
I think I really need to go to this temple first, you guys. Maybe I can meet you at the end.
Irina agrees. "Let's take the children there first."
All right, let's find the inn, and then I'm going to head north and just kind of look around and investigate the town a little bit.
As you continue each one of your paths, Marcus is certain that in one of the houses up north, there is some sort of demonic activity. He finds some familiarity based on his patron's energies. As the Jace, Mu, the children, and Ismark and Irina continue west, you spot a huge sign in a grand establishment, and it reads the Blue Water Inn. As you continue west, you finally spot the Temple of the Morning Lord.
Finally.
You see a young man tending some flowers, the garden just outside the temple. He seems to be in a foul mood. His face looks almost contorted with anger.
I approach this man and put a hand on his shoulder. What troubles you, my friend?
Just work and more work, and the situation is so horrible. We have to attend these awful festivals. If you don't go, you are punished for it. He seems to be about 16 years old of age.
How long have you lived here?
All my life, I am the carekeeper of this garden. Oh, he starts wiping away sweat.
I hand him a water skin. Why do they think some kind of celebration of punishment would keep Strahd away?
Ah, thank you, friend. You are not so bad. In my opinion, it is delusion. This won't keep us safe from anything.
I agree to that much.
Suddenly, you hear a voice coming from inside the temple. Who are you talking to? Milivosh, who are you? And you see a blonde, tall man with a certain elegance to his bearing. He looks at all of you and it says, "Ah, you are visitors. Did you come for the Morning Lord's blessing? Please step inside the temple."
Of course, I'm a cleric of the Morning Lord. I will follow.
"Oh, splendid. Come on, come inside. We can talk inside." He goes inside, motioning you to follow him.
Usher everybody in.
Everyone steps inside, and he starts mentioning some blessed words, words that give comfort, a certain sense of hope. And then he ends his small ceremony and says, "I am Father Lucian Petrovich." And Ismark continues, "Lucian, we spoke briefly several months back. You are the Burgomaster's son. How is your father?" "He has passed away." "Oh, I see. And who are these people?" And yes, Minotaur. These are Jace, Marcus, Mu. These children, they need shelter. Piotr, I don't know the name of the girl, and my sister Irina. We are looking for shelter for the children, but also my sister, Strahd is after her. We need to find shelter for her as well. We are in a most dire situation. You said your name was Jace, correct?
Correct.
Well, Ismark said yes. I will not tell anyone else this, but I will tell you, people, this temple was kept safe by the bones of a powerful saint. He served the Morning Lord many years back, but the bones have been stolen.
Interesting. Who would do that?
I have some suspicions. The only person I told about this was my altar boy. He is a good boy, Jeska, always eager to help others. But whenever I ask him, "Who did you tell about the bones?" he will not speak.
We'll have to investigate this immediately.
Yes, perhaps you can talk to Jeska. Maybe he's just too accustomed to me, to myself, and he is not in confidence to share this information. Maybe he'll think I'll get mad or something. Try to talk to Jessica and see if you can find out where they are. If you retrieve the bones, I will reward you with a, a bit of my own money.
Unnecessary, but thank you. Do
Uh,
you know where this? Do you know where he lives?
You mean Jessica? Jessica
Yes.
is just outside in the garden.
I spoke to him. I will go outside and talk with him, Marcus.
No, that
Hello.
was Millibosh. Millibosh is the other man, the younger man. Jessica is just a boy about 10 years of age.
Okay.
I'll come with you,
Sorry.
Jace.
Thank you. Before we leave, there's a holy weapon I heard that could defeat Strahd. Do you know anything of this?
No, I have no idea. The only thing that I could think about are the bones, but the bones are not to be used as a weapon. Although there is a rumor that there is another saint buried within Castle Ravenloft in prison. If you can find her bones, I am certain, according to the legend, that they can be used as weapons.
Interesting.
Ooh,
I appreciate that, Marcus.
you know.
Just one moment. If we find these bones, I know you said you don't have much money, and that's okay, but we might be in need of some holy water, actually, instead of money, if that would be possible.
Ah, yes, let me give some to you. This is actually powerful holy water. It takes some time to prepare it, but I actually have 4 flasks here if you wish. He steps back to the altar and retrieves 4 small bottles. Here, take them.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We should split these up, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll require only one if you need them.
I'll take 2, and here's one for Moo.
I'll take one.
Very well. If you need more information, just feel free to ask.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Let's talk to Jessica and see what he knows.
Let's get out there. We'll go find him.
As you step outside and walk into the garden, you see a young boy looking for flowers, picking flowers.
You need some help picking flowers, young man?
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to collect a few of them for the altar, but I only need 2 more. I am almost done.
Are you Jessica?
Why, yes, sir. I am Jessica.
Oh, I'm Marcus, and this is my friend Jace.
How do you do?
Hello. What is that? Is that a costume for the festival? It looks like a minotaur.
Oh,
I'm a
no.
Minotaur.
That's our friend Moo.
That's a real Minotaur.
The minotaur speaks. Oh, this is my first time seeing such a thing.
Understandable. We met her a while back, but she's the first Minotaur that I know, and she's actually a very good friend.
Very good friend.
Amazing. I bet that you could punch Strahd right in the nose.
See those horns
Yeah,
of hers?
Looking forward to that.
Yee-hee.
Hey, so Jessica, we heard there's some bones, and maybe you have some information or you know anything about that. We came here looking for them, and we understand that maybe you know something about it.
Well, yes. Father Lucian told me about them, and I think I told. I don't want to say who I told because I think I'm going to get punished.
By
Oh.
whom? We're not going to tell anyone.
Of course not.
Yeah, hey,
I'll
this
pull
is
up.
a great way for you to get this off your chest, and we won't tell a soul. We're just looking for them, and we would actually appreciate this information so much. It would
Do
mean a
you?
lot.
Do you pinky promise that you won't tell them I told you?
I pinky promise.
Promise.
Super pinky promise.
Very well. I want to pinky promise with the Minotaur too.
Pinky promise.
A promise with a Minotaur. Okay. I told Millibosh, the one who takes care of the gardens here. He's a strong boy, but he gets a bit angry sometimes.
Why is he always so angry? I wonder.
I think he wants to get away from Balaki, but at the same time, he doesn't know how to. It's very dangerous out there, you know. I guess that he doesn't know how to survive out there.
It's
I mean, it's
very-
tough out there, especially for children. It's very, very dangerous.
Yes, very dangerous.
There were rumors of evil witches kidnapping people and eating them.
Uh,
yeah.
Yes, we killed a couple witches for
Indeed we
exactly
did.
doing that.
That's incredible. That sounds great. They said other things, but I hope they are lying. They said there are even more powerful witches, even within Castle Ravenloft.
I hope that's a lie too.
Must be a lie.
Be nice. Must be.
Okay, I will continue picking flowers.
Yeah,
Good thing.
finish
Thank
picking
you.
your flowers. They're very nice flowers.
Great
I'm so
bouquet
happy
you
to
have.
meet you.
I go over to Millie Bush. He's still working out there.
You immediately find him just nearby.
Millie Bush,
Hey.
Yes.
How you doing,
what
buddy?
things are in your garden? Here.
Excuse me, I didn't hear you.
What is growing in your garden, Millie Bush?
Ah, yes, I have some roses, but besides that, some petunias, and they keep dying for some reason.
What do you use to fertilize these plants with?
Well, just the usual water, and when it is needed, I use manure, animal droppings, the usual. Now, I am very busy. If you don't mind, I need to get back to work.
I have a couple
Millie
of
Bush,
questions for you.
one more question. Yeah.
Ah,
Maybe you can help.
fine.
Maybe you can help us out.
What is it?
We're just wondering if you heard about some bones.
He looks a bit cautious and says,
We're just looking for them. We've been traveling from far, and it's part of our quest to find these bones. So
well, if you're looking for bones, there is a graveyard at the back, but it
no,
is.
there's particular ones,
Oh,
and
no.
it's our understanding you know something about this.
Who told you that?
Does it matter?
Because they are lying about me.
I mean,
Why would a grown man lie about you?
A grown man told you about this? No, but perhaps he has evil intentions.
Why would someone
Perhaps.
spread rumors about you?
Perhaps because I'm not very happy in Balaki. They want us to be happy all the time for no reason.
well,
We
you
already
see,
know you're not happy.
we're here on a quest. We were told some young person would lead us to the bones. A prophecy, it was said, and then once the boy told us they would join us so they can get away from this town and leave Valaki.
Well, I have no idea what you are talking about.
Because so you don't want to leave this place?
Yes,
Because
I do.
we were told once we find this child, it would be a child that wants to leave Valaki. They will give us this information, and we are to take them with us out of this town.
Well,
Out of the
don't,
plane of dread.
don't tell anyone, but I need to take care of my younger siblings, so I really cannot leave. I would love to escape from this place, but I need to take care of my siblings.
Oh, so do you have any information about these bones we're talking about? Maybe we can help you and your siblings. Maybe we would be indebted to you. We'd almost have to. It would be criminal if we didn't.
Of course.
Well, everyone make a charisma persuasion roll.
I think you have this, Marcus, and I give him guidance. While they're distracted, I'm going to the garden and digging around. You get a
What?
D4, Marcus.
What are your results?
12.
What did Marcus do?
12.
Uh, well, fine. I will tell you, but do not hold it against me. I was doing it for my siblings.
Oh, understandable. We've all done many things.
There is this man. He takes care of, he's the one who builds coffins for the dead. He is Henrik van der Woert. He lives just east from town. If you came from the east, you must have noticed this building with a coffin, the coffin maker shop.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah,
very easy
we
to,
did.
to find. And he rewarded me for taking the bones from the altar. Now don't tell him I told you, but ask Lucian what the secret about the boats. It will make everything clear. I think it's just a superstition, and I needed the money, but I gave the bones to Henrik. He has them.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Millie Bush.
Very well. I will return to my work.
All right.
Stop digging in the garden. I don't think there's anything here. I think
I
these are
do.
dying because you're just so dreadful. You need to talk to your plants. That's what you
I
need.
will try. I will try.
Here, this might help just for a little bit. Hand him 1 gold piece.
Thank you. Suddenly, Ismark and Irina start talking between themselves and turn to look at you, and Ismark says, "You know, it could be that these bones were the thing that kept Strahd at bay."
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it to
Perhaps
me.
And Irina continues, "Because I don't think the festivals are doing something to protect these people."
Of course not. This is
They seem rather
madness. This is madness.
strange. Festival.
"I agree," said Ismark. "Shall we step inside and ask Lucian about this?"
Yes.
Hastily.
Lucian, what's the secret of the boat?
Lucian looks at you, and for a moment, he gasps a bit. "The bones are the source of the power for this temple. They create a protective barrier. I am only telling you this because you are searching for the bones, but if people were to think that it is some other thing like the festivals, I don't know what would happen between the people and the burgomaster. He's actually, the Baron, Vargas Balakovic, is actually married to my sister."
Hmm.
All right. Well, we need to find the bones no matter what. So on to our next.
Do you think Strahd will show up tonight if we do not recover these bones in time?
Suddenly, Ismark says, "I hope he does not. We are
Better hurry.
fated to fight him, but I do not think we are ready."
We're not
Far
ready.
from
We should hurry.
So let's go talk to the coffin maker.
You make your way past the inn and you continue. You finally reach the coffin maker's shop or establishment. And just as you saw it at the start of your journey into this strange town of Balaki, everything is closed, the door, the windows are boarded up.
I knock on the door.
And no one is answering.
Pull out the boards.
And suddenly, as Jace is pulling on them, you hear a voice from inside. "Stop! What are you doing? Are you thieves? I will call the guards. I will yell. What are you doing here?"
We're looking for Henrik.
We're here to check
Urgent
up on
matter.
him.
Super urgent. Very urgent.
I am Henrik. What is going on?
Can
We
we
need to
talk
talk to you.
inside?
No, I am a bit busy with important business, private business. Just tell me what you need.
You're supposed to be at the celebration tonight. You're a guest of honor. You've won an award. We're here to deliver it.
An award.
Yes.
Uh,
Show him a sack of coins.
oh, okay. Just wait a moment. And you start to hear
Of
many
course.
locks being removed from the front door. And after quite a while, you see a man, bearded man, probably in his 60s, opening the door, and he says, quick, step inside and bring the reward as well, of course.
Thank you. Thank
Of
you.
course. Step inside quickly.
So yes, you can have a seat in those coffins over there. Please, the reward, if you will.
I'm prepared to stand, but here's a bag of coins.
How many coins are here?
I don't really keep count. It's not my thing. Moo would know.
Let me check for you. Hold on. We need to find something out first before we give you these coins. There's a matter of bones that you purchased.
Oh, I forgot all
It's
about
come
that.
to our attention that you possess these bones, and we are to retrieve them before we give this to you. You purchased them from a young boy, from my understanding.
He
They
was
belong
holding
to
a
someone
pen.
very important.
He was holding a pen, and he drops it when you mentioned that. He drops. It seems as if he's dropping his very soul. He's pale, terrified, and says, "Do not speak too loud. Come to. I will take you to where the boats are, just upstairs. But be quiet." And he starts walking upstairs.
I'll follow. I'll hand
follow.
the bag of gold over to Jace. Don't give him the gold.
I don't even know if there's coins in there. It's just a bag.
He
Follow
leads you
slowly.
into his bedroom. He opens the closet and he brings out a sack with bones coming out of it halfway through. And he says, "I have a very dark tale to speak about, but we are not entirely safe. But just hear me out quickly. A man approached me several days back. He said that he would reward me handsomely if I were to take these bones. Just keep them for safekeeping. He said that the bones were in danger. So, of course, I want this town to be protected. So, of course, I found this young man, Milivosh, and told him to get the bones for me. But then the man told me to bring in some coffins into my storage room. And inside those coffins, I cannot tell you. They will kill me.
But maybe if we just look at the coffins and you don't tell us, then they won't kill you because you never told us.
They are vampire.
Oh, you did tell us. Okay.
I can
They
I can
cannot
hear them.
stay.
They are approaching us. No.
Well, my
Oh, give me
shield
this bag.
comes here.
Calm down. Calm down.
Drops the
Calm
bones.
down.
I'll grab the bag with the bones. Are these all the bones? It's very
He-
important. We have them all.
Is not paying attention to you. He gets into his closet and he locks himself inside.
I look
Roll-
behind me.
I'll look for a
Roll
window.
initiative. Everyone, roll initiative. What did everyone roll?
14.
13.
19.
What did Jace roll?
14.
Suddenly you start to hear noises, both from inside the house and outside. Now, Marcus has the chance to act.
I wave my hand and verbally say some words. Reprehende magia, and I cast detect magic to see if I sense any magic within 30-foot radius of me.
There is no magic whatsoever, but you hear your demonic patron whispering, "Fool, they are coming for you, get ready." And now, Mu has a chance to act.
I have my hand axe in my hand, and I get the silver sword out in my other hand, and I am turning towards any sounds, any feelings I'm having, and I am going to attack as soon as I see anybody.
Following her instinct, Mu approaches the door that you just went through, and she immediately finds a vampire in front of her. She has a chance to attack with her horns as well. Make your attack roll.
Making my attack roll. Oh my goodness.
Use your new
Okay,
hand axe.
It's an 8, but I get 2 attacks.
All of your attacks, including horns.
Yes. And that is a 9. My goodness. Oh, and a 16. So the horns.
The horns strike 2 into the chest of this vampire. Roll damage.
6.
But it is not enough, as this corpse laughs and says, "You wouldn't happen to have a wooden stake, would you?" And suddenly, Jace has his chance to act.
I whip my silver spear around and run up a side move and try to jab him in the heart.
Make your attack roll.
Seven.
The evil creature takes the spear by the haft and laughs. More are
Laugh at
coming,
this.
friends.
Laugh at this. I jump over Moot, smash him with the shield. Bonus action.
Make your attack roll.
Seven.
The creature headbutts the shield, savagely so, unharmed. And suddenly, from the window crashes in another vampire, a woman. And she runs towards Marcus, trying to slash at him with deadly claws. To 20, not natural, but 20.
The hits.
And so, eight points of necrotic damage. A nasty cut on Marcus's shoulder.
Marcus.
You
Marcus,
see
are you
two
all right?
more vampires coming from the window, but they are having trouble getting in their eagerness, in their enthusiasm. And you hear more vampires coming from below. And the vampire that is struggling with Mu, with supernatural strength, dislodges himself from the horns and slashes at Mu. A 7.
That's 17. My armor class.
Mu easily batters away his hand. And now Marcus has a chance to act once more.
I look for a window that leads outside.
you see another window, but you also notice that the wounds inflicted by Mu have regenerated completely.
Once I see a window where I can see outside,
Yes.
Velox Modus, and I will cast Misty Step outside, holding on to the bones. I Misty Step outside.
And you accomplish just that. And just outside, you see two vampires that have now spotted you. Now Mu has a chance to act.
All right. I take that flask of holy water, pop the cork off of it, and splash it at the vampire I'm fighting, followed
The,
with another swipe with my hand axe.
the holy water is an automatic success, and the vampire takes severe damage from it. It is reeling in pain. What is the result of Mu's attack?
That'll be a 17.
Roll damage.
That's a 9.
The vampire reels from the cut, and the holy water acts like acid almost on the vampire's skin. Now Jace has his chance to act.
Ugh. Roll back and was like, "We're gonna get this bastard." One more try. Stab him through his heart while he's reeling back from the acid pain.
Roll with advantage.
There you go.
24.
Get him, Jace.
Roll damage.
Seven.
The vampire falls down the stairs, pushed back so fiercely, he almost collapses at the bottom. But you see two more vampires ready to ascend the steps. And so they climb, one in front of the other. And this one slashes at Jace.
As he does, I bring out my shield and cast Warding Flare. Give him a disadvantage.
Misses completely, blinded and deflected by the shield and the spell. The vampire next to Marcus tries to throttle Marcus.
I get ready to evade. Trying to step back, keep my distance from him.
It is an 18, but because you evaded, it only manages to inflict 3 points of necrotic damage as it barely scratches your cheek.
I step back about 10 feet, having the two vampires that appear in front of me, and I cast Fireball at the two of them.
You were about to do just that, but the other vampires went. One vampire went inside faster and attacked you just before. 13.
Miss.
And now you have a chance to continue your actions, but now you have two vampires right in your face.
I move back about 10 feet and cast Fireball. Ignis Exitium and two Fireball flies at the two of them. Dex 16 saving throw.
They both fail.
28 points of damage.
They are about to be burned completely. But suddenly, in the distance, out of nowhere, you see two humanoid ravens descending upon these vampires. And they start to attack them. And they tell one of them, in human voice, speaks to Marcus, "Head back inside or wherever you need to go. We'll take care of this." And now, Mo has a chance to act. No, Marcus, Mo has a chance to act.
You muted, Moo.
I 'll 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 'll
Moo, you're muted.
I charge at the nearest vampire, and I'm trying to grapple him and gore him at the same time.
Make your roll.
All right, so the 16 on the goring, but I don't grapple him.
Roll damage.
6.
You injure the vampire, but again, he laughs as if he knows that will regenerate soon. And now Jace has his chance to act.
Raise up my shield. Morning, Lord! Light shines out throughout the building and cast Turn Undead. Wisdom saving throw.
Three of the vampires are running away.
If they're CR 50 half or lower, they instantly get destroyed.
Oh, no, they are running away, not destroyed. But the one in front of Moo managed to resist that holy energy. And that same vampire attacks Moo. This time enraged, attacking with 2 rending claws. 17 and 13.
All right. I managed to avoid one of the claws, but one of the claws strikes me.
9 necrotic damage. And Asti
Ah!
Moo, no!
It seems that the ravens are keeping the other vampires from attacking. They are fighting. Marcus notices that more strange were-ravens arrive. And some of them, a small army, you could even say. A few of them are chasing down the vampires that are running away. The others are still fighting with the vampire on the side of the roof.
I run back through one of the windows where I can see Moo, and I cast Eldritch Blast on the vampire that she's facing.
Make your attack roll.
$11.
The vampire easily evades the attack. Now Moo has a chance to act, but she notices that some of the injuries have regenerated.
Use your axe, Moo.
Oh, I slash down with my axe, and I stab with the silver sword.
Make your attacks.
So that is 21 on the axe, 15 on the sword.
Both hit. Roll damage for both.
2 with the sword, 6 with the axe.
The damage is too much for the vampire. He cannot regenerate fast enough. And now Jace finds an opportunity to attack.
Use my spear to stab him through the heart.
Make your attack roll.
Eight.
The vampire manages to catch the stake just in time.
Try to hit him with a shove to knock him to the ground.
It is not possible at the moment. The vampire seems to be in a frenzy. The vampire strikes twice, once against Jace and once against Moo.
Warding flare.
5 and 3. misses both time. Five, no, 5 and 4.
Gone.
Yeah. And you see a big protruding from behind the vampire, huge black beak breaking through the vampire's sternum, and it falls down, and you see what appears to be a were raven in front of you, and it speaks with normal voice. We will take care of the other ones. I recommend that you meet up with us at the Blue Water Inn as fast as possible.
Of course.
And it turns into a small raven. All of the ravens turn into small ravens, and they fly in the direction of the inn.
Let's hurry up, everyone.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Here, let me give you a hand through the window. Faster.
Go out through the window.
Out through the window.
And so you are now outside, and you see Ismark and Irina that suddenly come running from the street, and they said, when you were entering that place, a man approached us, and this man transformed into a were-raven. And he talked about this Order of the Feather, I think they are called. They are protectors, and they said they would assist you because they know about Irina being hunted down by Strahd.
They told us to meet us at the Blue Water Inn.
That's where we're headed to now.
Yes.
Let's make haste.
Yeah.
They said to hurry. Wait.
Quickly.
Let's hurry up. And so you make your way to the Blue Water Inn. The Blue Water Inn seems to be a fine establishment, very different from the other buildings in this place. It is well maintained. The air looks strangely fresh when compared to the other smells of blood and feces near the plaza. You see that there are some patrons in a table. There are a couple of men dressed in wolf pelts. One of them even has like a wolf. It looks like the front paw of a wolf. In another table, there seems to be a half-elf gentleman with long brown hair, almost touching his shoulders, and he has piercing blue eyes, and he keeps looking at you with an inquisitive stare. You also see a pair of drunks. They are dressed in fine noblemen's garments, but they are very drunk, laughing, burping. And just behind the bar, you see an elegant-looking man. He looks very muscular, robust, perhaps in his late 40s. Black hair, black beard, and mustache, with a streak of gray running through his temple. He looks at you and he says, "Please be most welcome. We have already met, but in a different shape," as he winks. "Please have a seat. You have stools to sit here near the bar."
Have a seat.
Take a seat as well.
Come and take a seat. And I order some ale. It's like, I need a drink. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys need a drink?
Could always use one.
For you on the house, the
Thank
finest
you.
wine. Strahd is not the only one who has spies in this region. You may have noticed those, perhaps.
Yes.
Seems
Explains
quite
why.
often.
We are the protectors of this valley. We do not like Strahd.
No one likes Strahd.
No one likes it. I
I think
most
some of the
definitely
Vistani
don't
do.
Eh.
Yes, but don't let that lady up north, Lady Vactor, hear about that. She wants to become an ally of Strahd.
Why would she want to do such a thing?
She is insane, but she is secretive, very secretive. We have yet to gather evidence against her. There are only speculations of her running this cult in the village, in the town.
Have you heard about this cult kidnapping children and sacrificing them?
We have seen your exploits, Moo, Jace, Marcus. We are very impressed. And Ismark and Irina, you have done very well protecting Irina so far. You may have noticed that the beings that have been attacking you, they were always trying to capture Irina. And Ismark interrupts. Yes, yes, the first attack from the wolves, they were not trying to kill her, they were trying to drag her away. Yes, that's how Strahd operates. But I did notice that you fought some hags in a windmill.
You led us
Yes.
there. You helped us.
Yes.
They were actually not the allies of Strahd. Yes, we did assist you finding your way from there, but they were an independent faction, so to speak.
Well, I
Thank you for the
can't
help.
really let them eat children.
Why would
Yes,
they
I
make
think you
such
did.
Size out of them.
Excuse me, Jace?
Why would they be making pies out of children? Just can't let that go.
Yes, we also did not have much information about them. We were just about to act when we saw you storming in. Madame Mu, that was an amazing entrance. Glorious, spectacular, destroying the door.
I concur.
But we decided to instead patrol the area. We actually had to take care of some vampires. Strahd is very pleased killing and capturing adventurers, turning them into vampires. The poor souls that you faced off against just a few moments, they were adventurers like you from a different world, a different place. What
That's
was the
why you
name of that
invited us.
place?
Was it
It
Earth?
was no, it was not Earth. It was Faerun. Yes, Faerun. Another
Interesting.
place, another plane. I am sure.
How do people just wander in here? I don't understand. It's strange.
I didn't wander in. Mystic brought me here.
Exactly.
Miss brought us all here. Well, it's obviously Strahd. He sent the letter, right?
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
trickery.
Forged.
Strahd has control over the mist.
Ah,
Strahd is almost like a god in this place. He has control over so many things. Not all of them, mind you, otherwise, we would all be enslaved by absolute evil. But he commands the creatures of the night, of the grave, the mists, the weather. It is impossible to leave the valley of Barovia.
it's troubling.
see. The
There
freedom
is
that people would have if we got rid of straw.
it is because of his great power, no one can stand against him. There is some speculation that Strahd has grown bored with the passage of time, so he constantly drags people as some sort of game, as a predator looking for a fun chase after his prey. But it is also said that he is looking for a way to escape the Valley of Barovia. Imagine the damage he could cause to other places, other dimensions, if you will.
Can you really escape from here?
That would not be a
But
good thing.
Indeed.
it would be difficult. The only ones who are capable of such a feat are the Vistani. They are able to travel across worlds.
That
But
explains how Ari got to us.
Yes.
but Strahd
Ari,
hasn't been able to convince them to let him travel.
Edgar is his full name. He introduced himself as Ari.
Arigal. I believe he is the brother of one of the Vistani rulers, just southwest of this village. He has a niece by the name of Arabella.
Yeah.
Ismark
The little
says,
girl.
We saved
Arabella,
that little
that's
girl.
the name. Yes, we saved that girl.
Yes. That's the little girl.
And Irina. So we just helped a family member of an enemy.
She's a child, though, regardless if it belonged to an enemy. Not gonna let a small child suffer.
Orwin continues. As you are just newcomers to this land, you touch on a very important subject. There are great evils in this world, and the powers of this dark place will try to corrupt you at the first sign of a sin. But then again, sometimes evil must be killed at the root. And suddenly you hear a voice from a table nearby. I have a tale to tell about that. And you see the half elf gentleman approaching you. They say that there is a land far away from here, another demi-plane of dread, as they call them, where a great evil could have been stopped if only they had murdered a child.
I don't think I could do that. Nor could I let anyone do that in my presence.
I hope you don't find it rude that I have been eavesdropping. It's just that I am a teller of tales. I am Rictavio. You may have seen my small wagon near the entrance at the east side of the village. Rictavio's spectacle of wondrous creatures and tales.
Do you just steal all your tales by eavesdropping?
Sometimes you have to do what you can. Sometimes the tales are very difficult to come by. So this is what I am sharing with you as some sort of apology. You will be encountering many difficult choices. You must decide if it is worth it to damn your soul in order to stop some greater evil. But sometimes you want to stay on the side of righteousness as much as possible.
Of course. I would give my soul, but not the soul of a child.
I think if we kill a child is when we cross the line of righteousness.
Of course.
No longer make us righteous, it's make us just as bad as the evil people.
It is very difficult choice. Are you perhaps hunting down Strahd?
We're no match for Strahd, but if you have some information about Strahd, we appreciate it.
Well, I don't know if you have met this tiny lady by the name of Madame Eva.
We have.
Yes.
Yeah.
I once, out of curiosity, wandered into her camp, and she read my fortunes, and she said that Strahd would be greatly endangered if some legendary people were to find treasures against him.
Oh, what sort of treasures?
Any stories of these treasures?
Because it was not my fate. She only gave me that information. But by the sound of it, they seem to be in very dangerous and faraway places.
Of course they would be.
Yeah,
And suddenly you hear a commotion just outside. It is about 2 p.m. But the skies suddenly darken, and Orwin says, I don't like this. Ah, yes, the festival is about to begin. I advise that you witness the spectacle so that you can see the true face of this town.
What if the priest at the church, Father Lucian, what do you think of him?
Does he seem trustworthy?
I think he is a good man, one of the few good men in this town. Yes, but Harry, if the Burgomaster, if the Baron Vargas doesn't see you during the spectacle, you will find things a lot more difficult. Harry, you must witness that.
All right.
Marcus, we should make a way back to the priest quickly.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, guys
This
got to
bag.
get the bag
That's
back to the police quickly.
That's right. Let's bring his belongings back. We will be back later to chat more with everyone.
As you just step outside, you find yourselves face to face with a regal couple. A man dressed in fine clothes, but very pale, the hair completely white, the eyes Speak of madness. He looks everywhere, darts everywhere with his eyes. What appears to be his wife, she looks downtrodden, depressed, with a dead stare. The man looks at you and he says, "Ah, fabulous visitors to our great town.
Yes.
What are your names?"
Marcus.
I'm Jace.
Marcus, Jace.
Ooh.
Oh, dear, look at her. Look at that costume. It looks like a real minotaur. This is so great. The festival of the blazing sun is about to begin.
I'm
Join
sorry.
us, friends.
What's your name?
Oh, you do not know me. He strikes a pose. I am Baron Vargas, Burgomaster of Balaki.
Excellent to meet you.
Ooh.
You will be my special guests. Come, march in front of me. All will be well.
All will be well.
Oh.
And you continue.
A whisper to
parade.
Marcus. One of us should sneak out with the bones.
I'm playing the panpipes.
Jace, roll dexterity, stealth.
$14.
Suddenly, Ismark appears and puts his mutated hand on Jace. And he says, "Ah, you are a good man. I saw you. I remember how you were punishing that evildoer. Come,
Yeah.
we shall witness the spectacle together."
Put my
And he
arm around
starts
him.
pushing
Let's
you.
go.
Everyone advances in a joyful celebration.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see a huge wicker ball being brought into the plaza. And you see people approaching with torches. All sorts of people that have the most forced smiles you had ever seen in your life. And everyone
Marcus.
says, "All will be well."
Oh, we will.
Oh,
Marcus,
no.
go get the surprise at the temple real quick, and hurry back before the celebration starts.
You think I have time?
I think so. Just real quickly. It'll be a
Okay,
great surprise.
I don't want to miss anything.
Hurry
He
back!
says,
Hurry back!
"A surprise, go. A
Yes, sir.
surprise. Did you bring something for the festival?"
I shoved the water skin
Yes.
in his mouth to drink. Let's drink.
Okay.
I run to the temple quickly.
Marcus continues running. As Marcus approaches the temple, he almost thinks as it is nightfall because it is so dark. And Marcus can hear sounds of screaming inside of the temple. And suddenly, like ghosts, mists start to pour into the town. Jace and Moo watch as it starts to rain. And in a futile attempt, the Baron starts to light a torch. He cannot light it. All will be well. And starts to try to light the wicker ball. All will be well. And it
Do you need
won't
help?
light.
You need help?
And suddenly, no, all will be well. And suddenly,
All will be
a
well.
guard laughs. A guard starts to laugh. Get that unbeliever! And suddenly, the other guards jump on top of this guard and drag him and secure him to the wooden structures with the rest and remove his helmet and put a donkey head, a plaster donkey head on top of him. And the Baron keeps futilely trying to burn this wicker ball. And the people start to whisper and no, keep on smiling. All will be well. All will be.
All will
And
be
suddenly,
well.
All will be well.
the streets are filled with walking cadavers. You can even spot some vampires. And now Marcus has made it inside of the temple.
Father Lucian.
And he sees Father Lucian hanging from a terrible claw from a hand that looks bestial and elegant at the same time. All of the people inside of the temple, about 15 people in total, are backed against the walls. They are all sobbing, whispering, and the man who is the thing that is taking Lucian by the neck is a very well dressed man, long black hair, piercing the blackest eyes that you have seen in your life. His aura is so imposing. With but a gesture, he breaks the neck of Lucian, turns around, and looks straight at Marcus. Ah, Marcus, allow me to introduce myself. I am Strahd von Zarovich. I am very pleased to meet one of my guests. Please step inside. I want to talk with you.
Sure. I
Very
step
well.
in.
Please go on and have a seat. As you can see, all of those people won't be needing seats anymore. You notice that between the pews of the church, the seats, there are some corpses, completely pale. Go ahead, sit. I insist.
Of course. Thank you. I sit.
Now, Marcus, I am looking for a young woman. Do you happen to know someone by the name of Irina?
I do.
Excellent, Marcus. Where is she? Suddenly,
Um,
Jace and Moo realize that Marcus is taking too long.
The Baron's the non-believer. Look at that. Look at him. Distract everybody and start running away.
Who said that? Who said that?
Get
Isaac,
him!
why are
Get
you
him!
drinking? Why are you drinking? And the people start running in a panic. Some guards are fighting against the walking corpses. You see some ravens descending, fighting against the vampires.
Head towards the
I'm
temple.
booking it to the temple. Something's going on.
And now you have a clear path towards the temple.
I believe she's in a village southwest of here. She left with a young girl, Arabella. Vastani, I heard she knows you.
Ah, yes. Arabella, what a darling. But you know what is very funny, Marcus? Oh,
Oh,
look, we
do
have
tell.
Jason Moo. So nice of you to come here. I am in very close relationship with that village in the southwest where Arabella
Perfect.
lives. And my
Perfect.
trusty man, Arigal, he has told me that Irina is not there.
I think
So
she was here,
I
but
would
she headed
advise.
there.
Oh yeah, I saw her on the road about an hour ago. You just missed her.
Well,
I don't think your
perhaps you
informant
are
lied.
speaking the truth.
They don't have the updated information is all.
That is a possibility.
It
That
is.
is a possibility. I am a reasonable host. So I will believe you. But I am very bored. I am looking for the evening's entertainment. Something to keep my mind from rolling this fine land of Barovia. So I am actually in the mood to drink. And I don't drink wine. And I love the blood of brave souls such as yourselves.
I'm not brave at all.
Much more
And this
Braverman
concludes
outside.
this part. We are now out of
Okay.
character. This concludes this part because of huge battle. Yeah. No,
Yeah, there
good
you
luck.
go.
Huh? Good luck in the
My
next
bad.
session.
Thought I was
Oh,
singing you
not
like
well.
thought you were singing to set up the bones, not meet Strahd.
Yes,
Marcus, gotta get
because
those
I
bones on the
made it
altar.
I think
as
it's a little
difficult
bit
as
late for the
possible
bones.
because
A
there
little
are
late.
many ways in which Strahd spies on people, as you have heard. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So what do you think
Very
about
scary.
this session?
I thought it was fun actually.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
we'll just
fun.
see how we're gonna get out of that situation. I
Yeah,
don't know if the
Yeah.
bones
yeah.
and the
I
altar
mean,
will make a difference at
real-
this point, or if Father
it's
Lucian needed to
interesting.
do something.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think we
am
knew what
always
to do with the
very
bones.
very impressed with the approach of the three of you. You're always very objective driven. You're not like wasting time. You go to, oh, we need to go this way, and we found this clue. So you really take on the different sections of the campaign very well.
Yeah. I was
You
thinking
pretty much go ahead. Go.
I was just thinking that it's getting later in the day, so the later it gets, the darker it gets, the more likely vampires are going to come out. So I was actually looking for a window to break earlier. Maybe hit on some daylight.
Yeah, light. I've been thinking the same thing. Where we need some sunlight.
Yeah, this is a dark place. Dark and dreadful place this is.
Yeah.
I also think that your tactics with the vampires were pretty good, especially like with Marcus casting his spells, blinking, like using his spell to step outside of the
That
building.
was cool. I like
Moo
that.
and Jace creating that stopgap. The vampires were not able to attack you in full force and with the normal advantages that they.
I was trying to attack from behind her because
Yeah.
I imagine she's a big minotaur blocking the entrance up. You know.
Yeah. I'm big and bulky.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That was
And I
cool.
think next time I'm going to try to give more time for your reactions because sometimes I think maybe it's because of the lag, but I try to wait a little, just like Marcus and Jace do it sometimes. That I raise my shield, or in the case of Marcus, I'm going to avoid those give you bonuses. So yes, Grandma, if the enemy attacks you, I'm going to wait a bit more, perhaps because of the lag. I haven't been giving too much chance to do it, but describe how you are deflecting, or I use my horns to deflect or whatever to get those bonuses. But yes, I think the session was great overall. Any thoughts before we stop the recording?
No, I had teleported outside. I was hoping I was going to run to the church with the bones, but then the vampires came outside. I was like, oh no. I thought maybe they were confined inside only, and that's why that man didn't want to leave outside. So I was thinking maybe he's afraid to leave because they can't. Not yet. You know, maybe at the festival. I wasn't sure. So
should have went there and staked them.
Yeah. But I think you have been doing great. Huh? You keep doing what you are doing. You're kind of like Dungeons and Dragons pros, in my opinion. That's great. Yeah. So thanks to everyone at home that has been watching this campaign so far. I hope you will enjoy the next session. As always, if you have any comments or questions, please let us know in the comment section. And thanks to everyone who is supporting the channel. The information on how to do that will be in the description. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. I'm going to stop the recording in 10 seconds. Now, Jace has a very important Big Bad RPG has something very important to say.
Role player die.